and we're ready to do another show, Dale.
Mm-hmm.
We just got back. Just got back from vacation. We're going to tell you about it in a minute. But first, I have to say this. Today is October 25th, 2022, episode 379, and devastated. I'm actually more devastated about this than any other celebrity death, I think, ever in my entire life.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we were at LAX airport waiting for our flight back to Las Vegas, and I opened my phone up and I found out that Leslie Jordan passed away. He was supposedly in a one-person car accident.
Yeah.
They say he may have had a medical emergency and hit a building and died. I'm just absolutely heartbroken about this. It really, really got me. And I think I did cry a little bit about this. Beloved actor, social media sensation. He was loved by so many people. I have to tell
he
you,
became more popular during the pandemic than any other time.
absolutely, because he did his great little videos that he did every day.
Yeah.
Here are just some of the celebrities that have reached out already. Dylan McDermott, Andy McDowell, Michelle Pfeiffer, who he was very good friends with, Selma Blair, Ludacris, Katie Couric, Jennifer Love Hewitt. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. He was beloved. He was amazing. You guys mostly know him probably from Will and Grace. He had a great little character on that show. But he just, you're right, since the pandemic, he really just blossomed. And he's also, most recently, is a character on Call Me Kat.
Yeah, because I follow Maya Bialik, and they're taping episodes now.
Yeah.
And there's been some behind the scenes with him there. So
And now they have to deal with not being able to use him anymore, which is really horrible. If you guys don't know, he made an anniversary video for us this past July. I think we played a piece of it here on the show last summer. I have it up on my Facebook page today. Anyway, he's going to be missed. It's tragic and horrible. 67 years old.
Yeah.
Leslie Jordan. Now, to what we were going to start the show with. We just got off a cruise. This was our first cruise since the pandemic. Dale and I last went on a cruise in October of 2019. Mm-hmm. We did NCL down to Mexico. But we just got off Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. And man, let me tell you, this is something different.
Yeah.
We just did a 4-day cruise out of Miami. Went to Key West and Bimini, their private island there. One of the best parts about this, Dale, no kids. It's 21 and up. Or maybe it's 18 and up.
18
and
up.
I guess at sea, you're allowed to be 18 and drink. But anyway, no kids.
Yeah.
And not a lot of old people. No walkers or wheelchairs that I saw.
No, there were one or two scooters.
Yeah.
But that was it.
The most diverse group of sailors I've ever seen, honestly. The average age was probably somewhere in the 40s, 50-ish. All types of backgrounds. Lots of gays. Lots of super gays, actually.
It's a very diverse crowd.
There were some gays on the ship that are very famous TikTokers who do the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were on there, and I kind of looked them up and found out who they were.
Yeah.
Because I knew they were somebody. And lots of people doing social media stuff. Did you notice that?
Lots. Tons.
We were at dinner. We went to this restaurant called the Tasting... What was it called? The Tasting Room? Or the Tasting Lab?
The Test Kitchen.
Test Kitchen. Yeah, there you go. And we watched a woman who literally had one of those circular lights that people use for social media. And she was photographing each of her dishes as they came out of the kitchen.
I think she was working. She was doing the job, probably.
Some kind of social media star. Anyway, it's a very sleek, modern, young, nightclub-ish vibe. If you guys want to go on a cruise and you want something different, it's very Las Vegas-ish.
Yeah.
When you say.
Yeah.
The shows. Now, come on. The shows were beyond.
Shows were cool. The shows were
out of the
fun.
box, really. If you guys have any knowledge of absinthe or what's the other one that we like? Opium.
Yeah.
Mad Apple, the new show at New York here. Those are what the shows are like. They're very. I mean, the first one we went to was called Never Sleep Alone, and Dale actually got pulled up on stage.
I hate that shit, man.
Dirty Dale with his wet fingers. What did you said something about wet fingers?
I have no idea what I said.
It was super dirty. You got the golden condom award.
Yeah.
Yeah, for being up there on stage. And then there was a show called Dual Reality, which was kind of a mix of West Side Story and Romeo and Juliet meets Fight Club. I mean, there was a lot of fighting going on.
Yeah.
But it was also very Cirque du Soleil-ish.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
Just a lot of running back and forth.
One of the really fun things that Virgin does that no one else is doing is that when you get on the ship, you don't get a key card to open your door and buy your drinks with. You get this little wristband that you wear. And it opens your cabin door. You buy your drinks with it. You get on and off the ship with it.
It's your C-Pass.
It's your C-Pass card, but it's on your wrist. And
Yeah.
it's so freaking cool. What a great idea.
And it was comfortable, actually, and
Yeah.
easy to get on and off.
It's waterproof. You can
Yeah.
swim with it. I took it off when I got in the shower, but it was pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I actually recommend Virgin Voyages. We're probably going to do it again. We got a Rockstar suite, so we got a little bit. We're kind of like little mini VIPs, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. We don't really know if it was. I mean, you say it was, but without doing it the other way around, I don't know if it was worth it.
Oh,
If we got anything different.
Well, we got on the ship in like 5 minutes, which is nice.
But you know, that could have been everybody if you took the time to do what you were supposed to do in the app ahead of time.
Right, you're supposed to show up at a certain time. They tell you exactly when to show up. And
Yeah.
if you do that, then you should be able to get on the ship pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, from the time we got out of the cab or the Uber or whatever,
I guess
we
it
got on
was
the ship was maybe like 10 minutes.
Yeah, because having access to that one area of the ship where no one else could get access was nice because the ship was
Richard's rooftop.
packed.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And the restaurants were great. We had a really good time. So highly recommend Virgin Voyages if you guys are looking for a cruise vacation. Something different. 4 and 5 days out of Miami. They're going to do some 7 and 8 days later this winter. We also we stayed at the W South Beach, W Hotel South Beach. Man, can't recommend it more.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. We stayed there the night before we went on the cruise, and then we stayed there the night after we got off the cruise.
Yeah,
And
so if you go, just make sure that their computers are working.
yeah, the computers were down, and it took a long time to get drinks and food, but we did have a good time. We got a cabana on a Sunday, spent the whole day at the pool. I got to swim. First time all summer. I mean, we live in Las Vegas. We don't have our own pool. This was the first time I was submerged in water.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Hey, I got something special for you guys since Halloween's coming up, and here it goes.
This is Swish Edition with Dale and Scott.
You're listening to the Swish Edition.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your hosts, Dale and Scott.
This is our spooky Halloween music. Do you like it?
I feel like I've heard it before.
Yeah, of course you've heard it before. We used it like years ago. But I thought it was appropriate since Halloween will be happening before we do another show.
Yeah.
So Halloween is next Monday, October 31st. And later in the show, we're going to be talking about our scary movie suggestions. And we're also going to tell you about the most popular costumes of 2022.
Yeah.
So that's coming up later in the show. But breaking news, y'all. Did you guys hear about this? Royal Caribbean has announced that they're building the new biggest ship ever to cruise on the high seas. It's called Icon. Icon of the Seas will be the first of the Icon class. Are you ready for this? It's going to have 7,600 guests, 2,350 crew members. That's 9,950 people, almost 10,000 human beings on one ship.
No, thank you.
I know. Isn't that kind of bananas?
No.
It's bananas.
It's not a vacation.
Icon of the Seas will feature 8 pools. You're going to be able to literally swim in a different pool every day. There's a bunch of different neighborhoods, 40 restaurants and dining venues on board this ship. 40 different places that you can go eat and drink.
Jesus.
They're going to have a new neighborhood called the Thrill Island, which is going to be the largest at-sea water park with 6 record-breaking slides. I don't know. Sounds a rope course.
I mean, it's just all for kids.
There's going to be a place called Chill Island, which is just for adults with a swim-up bar. I don't know. The whole thing sounds kind of over the top. You've seen the pictures, right?
Yeah, it's
like the Oasis class times 2.
yeah. The pictures from the back of the ship are that's just massive.
I've been talking to Melissa, who is my cruise expert friend, and she says she can't wait to go on it. And I'm like, I can't wait not to go on it because I think it's kind of ridiculous. They're going to be sailing out of Miami, 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean vacations. Each cruise will stop at Royal Caribbean's private island, Coco Cay, which we've been to, but we haven't been there lately. And apparently they've like tripled it in size. There's like so much to do there.
Yeah, because when we went, it was more of a chill kind of thing.
It's not that anymore.
And now it's
basically a theme park.
It's a theme park.
Yeah, there are water slides. There are rope courses. There are all kinds of crazy things. Zip lines. There's massive, massive craziness. Anyway, that's the newest thing in cruises. I say go on Virgin. Go on something small and intimate. That's what I want to do. Also, breaking news this week, McDonald's is going to start selling Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yeah, I saw this. I don't know how excited I am about that. I mean,
they're testing this at 9 locations in the Louisville, Kentucky area. McDonald's is going to be selling, starting tomorrow, Wednesday, October 26th. Kentucky folks can grab the original glazed donut, the chocolate iced with sprinkles, and the raspberry filled donut.
I mean, they just recently...
He's yawning. He's so bored with the show.
Revamped their whole entire breakfast. Remember, they got those muffins now.
Right.
And all kinds of stuff.
Now, Krispy Kreme.
Now,
if
Krispy
this
Kreme.
works in Kentucky, they'll roll it out to the rest of the country. The donuts will be delivered fresh daily to the stores from Krispy Kreme, so they won't be like day old. That's good. And speaking of McDonald's, we've talked about this a lot on the show recently, about the damned adult Happy Meal toys, which I couldn't get a hold of because when I went there, they laughed at me because they're like, dude, we sold out of those on day 1.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they're going for as much as $300,000 on eBay. Wow.
Stupid.
It is really stupid because nobody's paying that much. The cactus plant mascot, Cactus Buddy, is the one that everybody really wants. Somebody put it on eBay for $300,000.95, and he says it will sell fast. He got no bids, and the auction ended without going anywhere.
Nowhere.
So it was probably just a publicity stunt. But I did a little research. There are people trying to sell them. There's someone else selling one for $25,000, an unopened Happy Meal toy. It's funny. So the bid, he's asking for $25,000, but he wants the bidder to pay $6.10 in shipping fees.
God, come on now.
So fucking hilarious.
Well, I guess it doesn't hurt putting it on there in case you get one bite, and that's all it takes. Right?
So I did a little research. I pulled up eBay. I was looking to see what else was on there with these characters from the Happy Meals. There's actually ones ranging from $6.99 all the way up to $2,500. There's one guy apparently is selling a 4-character set, so you get all 4 for $12.99. He's sold 875 of these sets. So one, I want to know, where did he get them?
He works at McDonald's.
He must work at McDonald's. So if he sold 875 sets at $12.99, that's $11,366 that he made in a week.
And he should be found and probably fired and sued.
Exactly.
For stealing toys.
So if he's selling the whole 4-character set for $12.99, I don't think anyone's going to be selling it for $25,000 or $300,000.
Right.
One of those funny things that I like, we've been talking about frivolous lawsuits on the show lately. Here's two that you guys probably... We talked about Texas Pete, right? They were getting sued because Texas Pete hot sauce is not made in Texas. It's made in North Carolina.
Right.
So he's hoping to get a payday for
Right.
that, which is kind of fucking ridiculous. Now, someone's trying to sue Barilla Pasta. Guy named Matthew Sinatra and Jessica Prost have sued the company because they believe the pasta was made in Italy. The boxes are branded with Italy's #1 brand of pasta, and the logos have the Italian flag on it, but the pasta is actually made here in the United States in Iowa and New York State. So they're claiming that they've been duped.
Oh.
A U.S. magistrate judge ruled this past Monday that the case has merit and can continue. Their allegations are sufficient, she says. A Barilla spokesperson said Friday that the claims are unfounded because the pasta was originally created in Italy, but it's now an American company. It's made here.
Well, yeah, because who wants to make pasta in Italy and have to ship it across? We can just make it here.
Exactly. I've never felt duped. I've bought Barilla a lot. I enjoy it. I don't give a crap where it's made. If they say it's Italian, that's fine with me. I don't care that it's made in Iowa. Do you?
No.
I mean, here's the question. Florida orange juice. Did you know this? Florida orange juice cannot grow enough oranges to meet the demand of the U.S. population. So they supplement the oranges with a bunch that are made in Mexico. So do you honestly feel duped or robbed because Florida orange juice has some Mexican oranges in it? I don't.
No.
But that's probably the next lawsuit to come.
Yes.
But here's the one that we've talked about before. You and I talked about this a couple days ago. There's a guy who is suing Caesars Entertainment because of loose change. Well, we all know about this. I don't know if you guys know about this, but Dale and I definitely know about this. When you cash out a ticket at a slot machine or at a casino these days, after you've been playing on a slot machine, and say your ticket is for $120.52, you're gonna put that piece of paper in the machine. It's gonna give you the $152. It is not gonna give you the change.
Right.
You're gonna get a little ticket. You can either donate it to a charity right on the screen,
Yeah.
or you can get the ticket and you can take the ticket to the cashier and get your change, because these machines don't have change in them anymore because there's a huge change shortage,
Right.
supposedly, and they just don't want to deal with change anymore. Who wants it?
No.
I don't even want
I
it.
don't even want it.
I'm
donate
willing
it
to
every
walk
single time.
away from the 72 cents.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go stand in line and wait for it. But he is suing because he thinks it's wrong. He thinks that when you put your ticket in there, you should get all your money, and you shouldn't have to go get in line. He claims that this has been going on since 2012 and that the casinos have been making gazillions of dollars on this change that they're not paying out. It's just not true.
No.
It's not true. You can get it, and if you don't get it, they give it to charity.
All right.
Yeah. And what do? When I get a little change one, I just leave it, and someone else gets it.
Yeah. I
right?
used to leave them behind.
Just
But
leave
now,
it
but
behind.
no, I start taking them, and so no one else can like gather a bunch and then spend it. I take them and purposely donate them.
Yeah, because they have that option to donate it to
Yeah.
charity. I don't want any change in my pocket. Jing-a-ling-a-ling. What's that song? Got a little change in my pocket going jing-a-ling-a-ling. Wants to call you on the telephone, baby. Give you a ring. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Georgia Satellites. Anyway. Hear about this. We talked about shrinkflation on the show before. The candy confectioners of the United States have apparently, and they're putting this out there in a press release, and people are writing about it. They've band together and claim they're worried about the calorie intake and obesity in America.
Bullshit.
So they're reducing the size of their candy bars and their candy confections to help consumers control how much they're eating, especially at this time of year, Halloween, Christmas, that time of year. I call bullshit on that.
Yeah.
The prices remain the same, but the ounces have gone down.
Yeah.
The chocolate people are trying to spin this like they're worried about people eating too much candy. But what happens when you eat the fun size bars is that you eat 4 or 5 of them instead of one.
Exactly.
So,
I do.
So it's all such bullshit. We have an entire bowl in our kitchen right now of fun size. And I'll tell you, one doesn't do it.
No. I grab a handful
You need a couple.
and go sit on the couch.
All right. Fun size isn't fun, people. I was just talking to my mom today about this. My mom and dad are giving out full size candy bars this
We
year.
did that once.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And only chocolate because she's worried about Skittles and Nerds and stuff because they have fentanyl in them. So that's what my mom's worried about.
Okay.
Netflix doesn't want you to cheat anymore. Netflix has a new plan in place to crack down on password sharing. I think we've talked about that on the show before. It's taken them a while. But the company says that the 2 features they're testing, they've been testing it overseas. They're going to broadly implement this coming in 2023. In March, this past March, Netflix started testing extra member and profile transfer in Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru. So if you wanted to share your account with like your cousin
Yeah.
or your brother or your stepmom down the street, you could just give her your password and they could log in and be part of your thing.
Right.
Not anymore. Not anymore. They're cracking down on that. So they want you to, instead of doing that, create an extra member or an extra person, and you have to pay an extra fee for that. It's like $3. Not bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, one family can't have like 15 different
Right.
relatives using their account at 15 different households. That's
Right.
not fair. That's stealing, I think. So I think it's cool that they're doing this. Netflix was losing subscribers big time last year, but they reported this past Tuesday that they gained 2.4 million subscribers in their third quarter.
Hooray.
Yeah, which is good for them. Anyway, so we'll see what that happens. And in related news, there's been a lot of social media traffic about the idea that Netflix was going to stop with their binge releasing of series.
Yeah.
They clearly said this week, we are not doing that. We're all about releasing all of our shows all at once. So if they have like Stranger Things, they're going to give you all 10 episodes all at once.
I mean, I don't hate
They
it.
love the bingeable release.
It just seems like a bad model.
It seems like a bad model to me, but they're sticking with it, and they say that it's working for them. So they say it enables viewers to lose themselves in stories they love.
Oh.
So you can't do that once a week, I guess. Can you not do that once a week? I don't know.
Fasten those seatbelts, fuckers. This is gonna be a bumpy ride.
I don't know how bumpy it's going to be, but I want to tell you about the most popular costumes of 2022. You guys ready? Because Halloween is coming up soon. And now, since Halloween's this coming Monday, I think a lot of people are probably going to go to parties and be dressing up this weekend.
Yeah.
27th. I know you and I are going to a party on the 27th, which is Thursday.
Yeah.
Most people probably go to parties on 28th, 29th. They'll skip 30th, and then maybe they'll do something on Halloween. I don't know. It's a Monday, though.
Well,
That
actually,
and it's
it
not a
works.
holiday. Nobody wants to get... Diwali is a holiday now, but not Halloween. So,
I mean, that allows you to go party and then be home and give out candy on Monday night.
yeah. We're not going to get any candy askers at our house. We don't live in a community anymore. We kind of live on a road.
Yeah, we're not.
And we
gonna
have
get any.
gates, and there are no kids. No, there are going to be no kids coming knocking on our door.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right, so if you guys want to know what the number one thing, and this is based on Google searches. That's how this list came about.
Yeah.
Dale. So the number one thing that people want to be this year is a witch. Sexy or ugly? I don't know. Spider-Man is number 2. I don't know why Spider-Man's so big this year.
I know, it's weird.
But it is a good way to show off your package.
Yeah.
If you've seen the outfit, right?
Yep.
Dinosaur is number 3.
Those blow up dinosaur
Wants to
things.
be a fucking dinosaur. But those blow up dinosaur costumes are pretty
funny.
cool. But how fun would that be at a party?
You
where you're
can't-
trying to drink a beer.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
Stranger Things is number 4. A fairy, a sexy fairy, is number 5. A sexy pirate is number 6. Number 7, Dale, is a rabbit, and we're not talking about like the rabbit with the the cute little fuzzy ears. We're talking about the Playboy kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's still a thing people do.
Number 8 is cheerleader. Of course, she's sexy. Number 9 is cowboy, and number 10 is Harley Quinn from, I don't know, Marvel movies. Is she a Marvel? No, I don't know if she's a Marvel or not.
One of those things.
Yeah. I mean, the list goes on and on. Clown, vampire, Hocus Pocus is big this year. Pumpkin, Chucky. Is Chucky still a thing?
Well, there's that new series out now.
Oh, so maybe that's why Chucky's on the list.
I haven't seen it. I don't know how good it is, but there is a Chucky series.
Batman's on the list. Also, a bear. I don't know if he's a fat one, like the ones that have been going around social media. Zombie, ninja, superhero. Generic superhero? I don't know. Number 25 is a ghost. And that is like the easiest thing to be, right?
Yeah,
You just
sure,
you get a sheet, throw it over your head. Anyway, so I got my classic scary movie suggestions, and maybe Dale has some to add to this, and maybe he'll like some. I don't know. But number 1 on my list is Poltergeist. If you guys don't know Poltergeist from the 1980s, I think it's one of the best kind of scary movies of all time. I love it to
It's been
death.
a long time since I've seen it.
It's available on HBO Max if you have that. And also on HBO Max, Misery. Kathy Bates and James Caan. I love it so much. It's not really a Halloween-y thing.
It's that's like just psychological weirdness.
Yeah. Because he's a famous writer and she's a fan and she's not happy with the way his stories have gone. So she kidnaps him
Yeah.
and tortures him so that he will
Right.
do the right thing to her characters. The famous Psycho. Of course, Jamie Lee Curtis's mother was in it. That's available on Peacock. Beetlejuice, which is soon to be getting a sequel, we hear. Beetlejuice, the original one's available on Peacock also. Did you hear this? Johnny Depp is apparently going to join Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder
Yeah, no, this is the first time hearing of it.
for a sequel to Beetlejuice.
I like the original.
Yeah, well, they're working on it now. I mean, if Catherine O'Hara is not involved, I don't know why I'd watch it, but I don't know what character Johnny Depp's going to be playing in this, but Michael Keaton will be, of course, Beetlejuice. Winona Ryder's coming back as her character. I have no idea what else is happening in this, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
If you guys love the Scream movies as much as I do, number 1 is obviously the best. It's available on Paramount Plus. Hocus Pocus 1 and 2 on Disney Plus.
Only one is worth watching.
I thought Hocus Pocus 2 was kind of fun. Dale's favorite, Ghostbusters, is available on Hulu. 1, 2, and 3. I think we like them all, right?
Not the
You didn't like the new reboot?
not the comedy one with Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, no, not the girl one, not the girl-centric one. No, but the original 1 and 2 are good.
'Cause that was a spoof.
And
That
then
wasn't even like a real
and
ghost
then
movie.
this most recent reboot we liked.
Yes.
And apparently they're going to make a 4th one.
That is, well, they leave it at the end of that thing.
Open. Yeah, because they're going to go back to New York to the firehouse. So excited about that. If you guys like The Shining, it's available on HBO Max. And there's a new movie, which is actually on our list. We have not watched it yet. I'm excited about it. It's available on Peacock. It's called The Black Phone.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
This is Ethan Hawke. It takes place in the 1970s. It's a kidnapping tale with a mysterious phone that people can pick up the phone and call previous victims of this particular kidnapper. I don't know how it works, but it sounds really super creepy. It's based on a Joe Hill short story. And of course, if you guys like the Halloween movies, they're available on Peacock and Shudder. The original one from 1978 is available on Shudder. Do we have Shudder?
We do. We have
Okay.
it with our AMC. If you subscribe to AMC Plus, at least with Apple,
Yeah.
you get Shudder included.
I don't remember the movie. I know I've seen it, but if we have a time sometime this coming weekend that, it's creepy and dark out, I would like to watch the original one.
Yeah.
Of course, that's Jamie Lee Curtis, the original Scream Queen. And then Halloween Ends, of course, which we talked about last week, is available on Peacock. So you guys can watch all the new Halloween ones on Peacock. So lots of scary movies. Those are just some. Those are just some of the ones that I came up with. But I know
the only thing that I would add to the list, which has become a favorite, at least in this household, this time of year, is Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yes.
Man, do I love that movie. It is so much fun.
It is so great, guys. You have to watch it. Dale and I just watched it a couple weeks ago and loved it just as much as I would. This is probably the fourth time we've seen it.
We've been here last couple years, have watched it usually twice per October.
Yeah. And do you know if it's available on a streamer?
I
know that you... I know that
I liked it so much I bought it.
I know you bought it, so we have it in our catalog, but he's going to look it up to see. You guys have to. Tucker and Dale. It's so great.
Versus Evil.
Yeah. One more thing while Dale's looking that up, I just wanted to tell you about this. This is very not Halloween, but it's very Christmassy. HBO Max has announced A Christmas Story Christmas. It's a sequel to A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. This version is going to be set in 1970s, where an adult Ralphie, played by Peter Billingsley, who was the original Ralphie in the movie, he takes his kids back to his childhood home for a classic Christmas. It's coming November 17th to HBO Max. I'm super excited about that.
It looks like Tucker and Dale versus Evil is Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Is it free?
This is included with Prime, so it's not extra.
And who doesn't have Prime? Everybody does. All right, guys, that's our show. We did it without drinking a lot. I've had a couple drinks, but anyway. We love you guys, and we will see you November 1st. That's when we'll be back with another episode. I can't believe it's almost November. So crazy. Have a great Halloween.
Bye.
Got a little change in my pocket going ching-a-ling-a-ling. Wants to call you on the telephone, baby. Give you a ring.